All right, so next one is from Jim Lennon. Subject is Dave not doing his job. For Conan, about a month or more ago, the news came out the tickets for WWE Elimination Chamber 2024 were doing really badly. And who was the first to report this? Dave Meltzer, only for it then to be revealed that Dave couldn't tell the difference between first day pre-sale numbers and actually total tickets sold, which is nearly 6 times what Dave reported. There's proof for that right there's proof that when it comes to wrestling news, Dave Meltzer report anything because he doesn't wait for facts. So didn't Meltzer say a single thing about this whole Jericho and Kylie Rae drama? Meltzer didn't report it that the accusations were out there. Why? He reported on the accusation about Vince McMahon and Matt Riddle, so why not AEW's Jericho payroll Dave? So this guy thinks Dave Meltzer's on the payroll. First of all, bro, he just misquoted some numbers on the WWE thing. He just made a mistake. Big deal. Like it was corrected the next when they found out he made the error, he just corrected it. And your typical wrestling audience is just going to like try and dunk on him for making a mistake. But he did a whole thing on the Jericho thing. Like I guess after you sent this email, there's a whole thing like he does a whole thing on Jericho.
Him and Brian discussed it. I'm not sure if he's asking why Dave didn't report about it because the rumors began when Kylie left and then went away. So maybe he's wondering why that wasn't talked about then. Maybe. Well,
these are just they're all rumors. Like what are the facts here?
There's still no facts.
There's still no facts. It's like, what's the guy supposed to report on? Well, you want him to speculate?
Well, not only that, yesterday, Disco, I think, read a thing from Kylie Rae saying, hey, I had a good time. I'm out of here. And didn't really.
Right.
So
that was her Instagram.
She's not saying anything.
That was her Instagram.
Why would he investigate?
Yeah, if she wrote that, right? So then what on earth would there be to report? She's saying she's just amicable, like right? And
because Hausman came in guns a blazing,
right? And then we find out that he was just had a grudge there.
And then admitted that he did it because he doesn't like Chris because Chris is a bully on Twitter, and it's like, yo, is that is a proper payback trying to nuke the guy's life and career? Like I don't think so,
right?
You know.
Next is from R. Subject is Goldberg versus Luchasaurus. Salutations K100. Question: with the excess of talent 2023 from AEW, combined with a recent interview where Bill Goldberg stated he is upset at Vince McMahon breaking his promise of a retirement match in the WWE, how likely are we to see Goldberg in AEW than before? And how much interest would Bill versus the likes of Luchasaurus, Hobbs, and of course Wardlow generate in 2024? Sincerely, R. Furley. I don't know, bro. He's 56 years old, Goldberg. And then I don't know if that fan base would pop or if they on him. You know what I'm saying? Because you see that fan base, they're kind of they always use Goldberg. You know what I'm saying? Like they would make fun of WWE for bringing Goldberg back.
But if it's his last match, I think they'd show him respect, like they're doing with Sting. Maybe Goldberg even talked to Sting and said, "Hey, how much money do you think I can get for a final match?" Who knows?
Yeah, who knows, right? Yeah, Peace Bar. Another one from William Molina Jr. Suspension. One week. The subject is Kevin Dunn leaving. Hello, K100 crew. The recent announcement of Kevin Dunn's departure from WWE indeed signifies a pivotal shift within the organization. Considering his extensive tenure and pivotal role, what are K100's thoughts on this significant change, and how do you anticipate it will shape the future dynamics and strategic direction of WWE? Number 2, a huge question directed to Conan. Reflecting on your time with WWE, could you share any interactions with Kevin Dunn you had? Bro, they're not going to miss a beat. They've got so many. Like, you think that's just one guy that's doing all that? Come on. It's like one of the best production teams on the planet. So, did you have any interactions with Kevin Dunn, Conan?
You're muted. Yeah, you're muted, bud.
You're muted, bud.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't even know what he looked like until WrestleMania, because he was kind of going over Ray's entrance. And so, he just seemed a very hands-on, animated type of person,
Right.
He didn't have anything to do with, like, talking to you about your speech or directing you or anything like that?
No.
No, they got tons of producers there for that. Yeah. Last one's from Jason Turpin, subject is Houseman Jericho. Hey guys, wrestling journalist and noted snowflake Nick Houseman came forward this past week to have some pretty strong allegations. Nick
Houseman.
Yeah, wrestling journalist and noted snowflake Nick Hausman came forward this past week to have some pretty strong allegations against Jericho. He compared Jericho with Harvey Weinstein. He actually did that, by the way.
Yeah.
Then said there are a lot of behind-the-scenes stories of Jericho abusing his power. Hausman did not give a single example. He completely sullied the reputation of the man. You guys previously complimented Hausman as one of the only real journalists in the AEW scrums. What do you think of the supposed journalist doing this? Thanks, that's from Jason Turpin. P.S. Have you guys seen the video of Hausman interviewing KG? The first 25 seconds, maybe those I've ever seen in my life. P.P.S. Jed Frankfurter wanted me to ask if he will ever be allowed to send in another email. Let's start with that P.P.S. first, Conan. You can unmute. Will Jed Frankfurter ever be allowed to send in another email?
What did he do to get kicked off permanently?
He took shots at me.
Took shots at Disco, I believe. He might have put me over.
Let's let him back in.
I think
start the new year. Because I wanted to, he's going to come on and promote the Ebony and Ivory podcast at some point, and we need to promote we need to try
violence.
To make that physicality is what we want out of that. Right? So,
can I say?
I take back everything I said about Nick Hausman, by the way. For this, but bro, Russo does they do the thing, the castrating the Mark show, where they makes fun of all the journalists. Bro, they rip on Hausman every single week. Like he says some goofy stuff all the time, but he still blocks me on Twitter. Even when he came on the show, he was blocking me on Twitter.
I was going to say, there was you made some comment about a joke, and he immediately you could see him get uncomfortable, and he snowflaked that a little bit, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I get along with him, but I don't. It would be no surprise to anybody listening to the show that I do not listen to his content or anybody else's, really.
Yeah.
And you guys have known Chris for 25, 26, 27 years, Conan a little longer. Now, I've only known him a few years, but for me, it's like any interaction I've had with Chris, he's a good guy in any situation that I've seen. You know what I mean? I've never seen anything that would lead me to believe that that's his style, but that's just me. Maybe he only shows people certain things. I don't know. But from my experience, no, All
right. So that's been our mailbag.
Oh, no. You got do the one more that I sent from last week. Remember, you wanted me to keep it. Conan.
Oh, which was, where is it?
I sent it like 15 minutes ago.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Excuse me, 15 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this one was well, where's the email? It's blank here, Joe.
Okay, I'll send it again right now. While I'm doing that, would you like me to play the first?
Oh no, here I got it. Here it is. Okay.
You want to see KG and Nick Hausman, as the guy suggested?
No.
Okay.
Why would I want to see that? Next is from Rand Deutsch, and subject is this was last week's email, Conan.
Here's a preview.
Question for Code K-Dog.